Hi and welcome to my video diary of self-publishing. I'm your host Wayne, author of Xander's Salvation there and Broken Ceasefire. Both of those books are available on the Amazon bookstore, with Broken Ceasefire being available on other platforms such as Apple, Google and Kobo. So what's the update this week, or in this video? To be honest, I've been struggling a little bit with writer's block, and it kind of dawned on me, and I think this is a problem that some authors have, and I'm not saying every author will have this issue, but I think going forward with the story to the sequel to Broken Ceasefire, it's kind of got a little bit complicated and I've overthought the plot. This in turn has made me think, well, how do I take the story forward, which will engage the audience and progress nicely, as opposed to just being a couple of chapters of waffle and just padding that don't necessarily need to be within the story. So I've had a little thought where I'm at, and I've come to the realization that I've done just that. I've kind of written myself into a corner unnecessarily, and this is something that I think we tend to forget. We get involved in the writing process and the story, it's all up in our minds, and we want to write it, and we want to write the best story that we possibly can. So after taking a step back, I've realised that, and I'll explain the situation. Now, in the sequel to Broken Ceasefire, I have a situation where I need my main character, Pricon, to get from one planet to another without being detected. And what I've done is I've overthought the process, because I want to engage the other characters to make this a good, exciting chapter for the reader. Now, concentrating more on trying to build up the excitement and the tension, I feel like I've kind of lost the way a little bit with the story and the engagement for the audience, to the point now where I've decided that if I reduce the action scene that I've been thinking about for the last month or so, if I take that action scene out of the book and just get my character to where he needs to be, relatively hassle-free, then I can carry on and the story will flow a lot better and a lot clearer. Now, something that I have kind of I've got too much into this thing about making every single page and every single chapter exciting. Well, storytelling doesn't always work that way. You need a few quiet areas in your book and in your story to build up the pace, and just been joined. Okay. To build up the pace. It doesn't always have to be action and blasé and gunfights and that kind of thing within the story. So by taking the journey from Primus Segma to Raksham was going to be filled with a few technical issues and difficulties to try and build up the tension for the character and the audience. Well, by taking that tension and those difficulties away, it's made it a lot clearer for me to carry on and progress the story in an exciting way without that scene. So really the advice for this week would be, if you get stuck writing and you feel yourself in a dead end, consider where you're at, and does that part of the book need to be in there at that time? For me personally, by removing the desire to have the flight between planets go wrong, to try and engage the audience and build up that tension and get people to feel a big, deeper sense of connection to Pricon, by removing that, I can get him to where he needs to be, and then I can give the audience and the reader that same emotion towards Pricon by what I write in those coming chapters. That has kind of released the blockage in my mind, and I'm now ready to really flow and concentrate with the story and build it to where it needs to be. So there you go. I would just say, if you're stuck, if you have this just total blockage in creativity, look at what you've written and ask yourself, does this need to be in the story? If it does, fair enough. But if there is a way of taking it out from the story and then being your creative juices flowing again, then I would go with that option, as I have done now. So I'm really looking forward to getting back to writing and carrying on the story for Pricon and the crew. Other update, TikTok is going really, really well, and so some of my other social media platforms. YouTube's been a little bit stagnant. It kind of fluctuates at the moment. I get this is on my other YouTube channel. I've had 420 subs, then it's gone down to 18, and it's 419. It's fluctuating at the moment. The new job is going really well, and part of that has enabled me to make more content for YouTube and for this channel as well. And it's also allowing me to get writing again, which I think is something that was missing. I was in the previous job, although I was working from home and there wasn't really a lot for me to do, which allowed me to do the creative side of things. I was always beholden to the phone going or an email. I haven't got that issue anymore. My days off now are my days off, and I've got them to myself. I've got a couple of days off during the week on a regular basis, so then this is the time that I'm using to connect with you, the viewers of these videos and the viewers of my other content as well, and also to write. I've been accepted as a volunteer as well for Comic Con in at the end of the month in London, so I'm going to be there in the morning as a volunteer. So if you happen to be going to Showmasters Comic Con in London on the 26th of Feb, then drop me a note and we can catch up, and I'm quite happy to have a coffee, and it'd be great to meet some people that are watching these videos and we can connect personally as well. So that's where I'm at on the 26th of this month. That's where I'm at with the story. I hope you found this video interesting, and please do leave a comment in the box below. I will get better at responding to everybody. I do read the comments, but sometimes it's like on the fly where I'm in between what I'm doing at work, so it's not always easy for me to respond. So I will be making a conscious effort and better communicate better with you on this channel as well. So thanks a lot for watching. Please do subscribe. If you found this video interesting, leave a comment in below, and until next time, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Cheers. Or I'll see you at Comic Con if not. Thank you.